Welcome to episode 61 of the Travel Calumet Original Podcast. I'm your host, Rick Sense. Let's pull up a bar stool and listen in as participants in the Harvest to Holiday Shopping Season. That's the Harvest to Holiday Shopping Season, happening from September 25th through the 27th. Join me at Schumacher, Shanty in Stockbridge. By the way, if you haven't been here for pizza, you are missing it. You got to get here just to the Schumacher, Shanty. Their pizza is just phenomenal. Back to the Harvest to Holiday Shopping Season event. We're inviting you to ditch that frantic crowds and the click-happy world of online shopping and instead shop, sip, and savor your way through fabulous gift shops, cocktail spots, orchards, boutiques, and more along Lake Winnebago's East Shore. Snag exclusive deals, holiday-inspired goodies, and chances to win prizes, gift cards, and even cash. Who doesn't like that? So grab your friends and embark on a road trip along Lake Winnebago's East Shore and beyond. You'll find businesses from Fond du Lac to Stockbridge, to Sherwood to Chilton, and even New Holstein participating. The event features the best rural Wisconsin has to offer, including wonderful shops, restaurants, wineries, artisans, and more. There is something for everyone. And I'm going to turn this over to Craig Molitor, who is with Destination Lake Winnebago Region. And Craig, you and your team have put this event together. Can you maybe just give listeners the background on why you decided to do this event?
Absolutely. So I'm sitting at this table, but looking across the table at Clara, and she is really our muse from LeClaire. We started working with LeClaire many years ago. I'm also looking at one of my colleagues, Liz Eng, and our initial efforts were more closely tied to the agricultural elements and aspects of this region. But we soon built that out and expanded that to include a couple of the shops. And then when we included shops, we thought about maybe some of the eateries and taverns and saloons. And then that included orchards. And then that included some of the artisans that sell amazing things out here. And then it was boutiques. So it started with this kernel that quickly expanded out to what is now or what has been the last couple of years, a very vibrant shopping event. What we decided this year, because we are the Visitors Bureau for Fond du Lac, however, we're close friends with all of our friends in Calumet County, and that's why we're happy to be working with you, Rick, on this podcast. We thought, we have so much here that we need to do more with it. We, as I mentioned, we're the Visitors Bureau for Fond du Lac and Waupun, and those two communities also have tons of great brick and mortar shopping entities. We thought, how do we project this idea to the outside world and say, come to our communities and shop, right? And if you read the description of this event, we do allude to online shopping. There's also the reality of having to shop at big box stores, but people still love shopping. They still love going to LeClaire and getting some world-class cheese. They love going to Brave Girl, we got that name right, and getting some cute clothing, right? There is a need and a desire to socialize and get out into the community and buy stuff. So we just kind of hit upon this name, Harvest to Holiday, because the harvest time shopping event that has taken place the last couple of years here in Calumet County is one bookend, and the other bookend is the shopping events in Waupun and Fond du Lac that are a little closer to the Christmas holiday shopping season. So hence, Harvest to Holiday shopping season. We've created an entire season to get folks out and about into our community, spending some money. That's what it's all about.
You mentioned the two other events. You want to just spend a moment or two talking about those before we focus back on the Calumet County area?
Great, and I appreciate you setting it up that way. Yes, so the first event is here in Calumet, but later in the season, a couple of weeks later, we have a shopping event in Waupun. The Waupun's downtown district is very, very vibrant. Tons of boutiques and little restaurants, places to shop and eat. It's great, and Fond du Lac itself has some awesome shopping too. Much of it in our downtown district, but in the outlying area. But really, it all began with our work here alongside our partners in the Calumet County area. And we have kind of branded this area for our purposes as Lake Winnebago's East Shore. Again, some of it begins in Fond du Lac County, like Pebbles and Techeetah, but much of it is here in this beautiful county, Calumet County.
And Liz Eng, also
Yes.
from Destination Lake Winnebago region, could you talk to listeners a little bit about some of the actual logistics of the events, the 2 days, or 3 days actually, September 25th, 6th, and 7th?
Absolutely, it's 3 days this year, Rick. So we're very excited and Craig gave you a good background on how this all came about. But having the 3 days this year just gives everyone a better opportunity to get out and really for businesses to showcase what they have, and for our visitors and shoppers to get out and they have an extra day, so they could even come in and stay at our hotels and make it a weekend. So of course the Lake Winnebago East Shore event for the East Shore edition begins on September 25th and ends on the 27th. So we have 37 businesses, 37 stops along the way, from Pebbles and Fond du Lac to Sherwood, Chilton, New Holstein, and Hilbert. So we have just a ton of things, and each of those businesses have a special of some kind. So we want to make sure that everyone gets out and picks up what we have. A passport again this year, which was very popular last year, and so the passport will have all the specials listed. We will also have specials listed on fdl.com, which is a great resource for people to go. For 37 businesses throughout the county and Fond du Lac. And something new this year is also going to be a bingo card. And we have different things that people can do while they're shopping all three events. So let's go back to the dates real quick so people can say the dates. So Lake Winnebago East Shore is September 25th through the 27th. The Waupun shopping event is October 30th to November 1st. And then, of course, the Fond du Lac event, which is really getting close to Christmas, is November 6th to the 8th. So those are, three great shopping events, big extravaganzas in each region. So we're really looking forward to pushing those out. So 37 shops on the East Shore. Grab your girlfriends, husband, boyfriend, whoever it might be. Take the journey. Stop in at many of these places. Schumacher's is great. They have some great specials. All of our businesses along the way have great specials, so we hope to see everybody out. I know I'm going to be out. And because it starts on a Thursday, Craig, I will be out on Thursday.
Naughty.
So
I'll give you a shopping allowance.
There you go. So stop, sip, and savor during this event on Lake Winnebago East Shore.
It sounds like a lot of fun, but it also sounds like a lot of effort and work that gets behind the scenes that people aren't going to see. Can you maybe give listeners I'll open the question to both you and both you, Craig, and Liz. Can you give listeners an idea of some of the things that are put into this event that people might not see, but they're going to see the dividends of it when they're out there shopping?
Yeah, that's a great question. I appreciate your perspective on this. So we're a visitors bureau. We are funded entirely by what's called a bed tax, and that bed tax is on hotels in the Fond du Lac and Waupun area. That's how we're able to fund our marketing. So we're pouring lots of human resources into this. So Liz and several of her colleagues in our office are working on this. I don't want to say around the clock, but there's a lot of effort going into this. We're also pouring effort into a social media campaign. We're going to be putting banners up throughout the county. We've put together posters and save the date types of products to get everybody aware of this. The other thing we're doing, which Liz touched on, is we are what I call gamifying some of this. In other words, we're throwing prizes and cash into this to try to get people excited about it, right? For instance, the bingo card she mentioned, it's our attempt to get folks to shop in Lake Winnebago's East Shore and in Fond du Lac and in Waupun. So if we can get more people to sort of this side of Lake Winnebago, that would be really awesome. So we're putting hard cash into it from our organization. Real simply, it is a lot of effort. But we're making a strategic move in our organization. We look around at some of the communities, the Visitors Bureau throughout the state, and there's very little emphasis put into shopping. We think shopping is an awesome thing to promote, not just to tourists, but to locals. As I said earlier in my talk, Amazon is always going to be there, but so are the local businesses, and we want to help them not just survive, but thrive. So we're making a strategic switch at our organization. And frankly, I see this a 5-10 year effort to change the perspective of what shopping is in this area. There's so much that we created a season around it. It's like the product is there. We just need to get out there and tell people about it.
And Liz, from your perspective, what kind of things are you doing on a daily basis to just get prepped and ready for this?
Well, I don't know where to start.
Okay.
So anyway, delivering of posters, delivering of save the dates. We're going to be out maybe later this afternoon and figure out where all the banners are going to go, and yard signs. So it's just been really fun. It's been work, but we love work, right? And I can see we love our partners on the East Shore, so I work with them quite often, and it's just fun to provide something for them to bring in people into their store and have a great weekend. So, people are going to be able to get some great deals, gift cards, cash. Who can go wrong, right?
Who's going to turn down cash, right? Yeah.
But it's a lot of communication between all of us, and like this right here, this podcast gives everybody a chance to meet each other and really support one another. So that's what it's all about.
Well, since you alluded to the fact that we get to meet each other, that means there's more people in the room than just Liz, Craig, and myself talking right now. You might have heard Jim and Jody already in the background a little bit before. And just so you know, you really need to come out to Jim and Jody's for food, for restaurant visits, because we are right in the middle of almost a year-long construction project here, and it starts right outside their door. So you might have heard some trucks in the background as we're talking, and if you do, just know that they're under construction out here, so this is a great opportunity to get out here and support Jim and Jody and what they're doing for Stockbridge and Calumet County. So with that, we have Jim and Jody from Schumacher Shanty, and we also have participants from the Honey Shop in Sherwood, and we also have from Vern's Cheese, which is in Chilton and Green Bay. We also have from Pipe, we have Clara Hedrick from LeClaire Creamery, and from somebody who's been on the program before already as well, we have I'm going to save you for later, just as a surprise. People are going to wonder, who's this person who's been on the show before? So we'll come back to that. We'll just say it involves a dog's name of some sort, okay? All right, so first in line today, I'm going to talk with, if I can, with Tori Heidemann. She is with the Honey Shop in Sherwood, and welcome to the show, Tori.
Hey, yeah, thanks for having me.
Great. So what is the Honey Shop?
Yeah, that's a great question. I get asked all the time. We do not sell honey products, unfortunately. So our store is split into two different parts. So in the back is our primary business. So we own honey event planning and coordination. So we're wedding and event planners. So that's the bread and butter of what we do. But in the front is a really cool opportunity for many small business owners. It's called the Honey Shop. So it's our storefront, our boutique that features many different vendors from throughout the area and in the state of Wisconsin, offers them the opportunity to have their products in a store.
So you kind of like are an aggregator of Wisconsin products? Is that a fair way to put it?
I think so.
So you're doing all the legwork for people so they don't have to drive 15, 20 different places. They can come right to your store and pick up all those really cool Wisconsin things right there.
Absolutely. And it's really for people that, everyone that's inside our shop, they're working full-time, they're full-time parents, but they've got this really cool online boutique, or they maybe, they sell handmade home decor, things like that, but they don't have the funds or the time to have a storefront themselves. So it gives others the opportunity to showcase their talents in one place.
So it's September 25th, 6th, and 7th. I'm coming to the Honey Shop. What am I going to expect to see?
So we've got women, children's clothing, gifts, home decor, all of that great stuff. We'll be having a few different sales. Everything in the shop will be 15% off, but then we'll have a lot of people bringing in extra products, some clearance items, I know up to 50%. We'll also have some guest vendors too. So you might see some craft fair type people or additional clothing and home decor people in the shop. So every day will be a little bit different.
So it sounds like whoever shows up is going to save some money.
Absolutely.
Okay, everybody. So next we're going to turn to the mystery person who I wouldn't say before. She's part of one of our most popular podcast episodes we've ever done, and it was on thrifting. It's been, and I've had people from all over the country listen to that episode. It's a very
exciting.
interesting discussion. So if you haven't had a chance to check that out, go do that out at the Travel Calumet Original Podcast. But Lisa Martin is from the Wild Corgi Resale in Chilton. And Lisa, can you just tell everybody what is Wild Corgi Resale?
Well, I've lived in Chilton my whole life, and I just saw a need for shopping in Chilton. We have very little retail space stores in Chilton. We have a couple big box stores. We have a little gift shop. We have things like that, but nothing really for thrifters at all. There's no thrift store. There's no charity thrift store. There's several close by. And I thought, I am such an avid rummage sailor and thrift store shopper. I should bring that and procure things for other people. So I rented some space, and we're going on 2 years coming up here in November. I opened on Small Business Saturday in November of 2023, so we're coming up on 2 years. It's been fantastic. I buy things from customers who come in with their totes of items. I give them cash. It's similar to consignment, only you get paid right away, and they leave with cash. Some of them are shoppers and consigners as well. Some of them are just consigners. And I'm trying to save people a trip to Appleton. I don't need to save you a trip to Walmart. We're all going there anyway. We have to. But I'm trying to save you a trip to Appleton. And so far, it's just been fantastic.
Sounds great. And now you have a really, basically an eclectic collection of just about everything. I've been in the store.
I do.
I mean, can you maybe walk listeners through a little bit of what the experience is like walking through the store?
Well, at first I tried to make it something where it's all things that I love. Then I realized things that I love are not necessarily things that everybody loves. So I have, I stick to ladies. I tried with men's, and men, you can admit, Craig, Rick, you're not good shoppers. Let's just admit that, right?
We're not.
You're not good shoppers. So women brought me the most beautiful men's items, and they didn't sell. So I'm like, okay, we're getting rid of men's. So it's a learning process for sure. But I have mostly ladies, home decor, books, shoes, jewelry. Everything is pre-owned, but everything is clean. Nothing is donated. I paid for it. So everything, I have good partnerships with like Uptown Commons. They check my puzzles to make sure all the pieces are there. So we have some fun partnerships to make sure that everything, when you walk in, people walk in the door and I see their faces. They look like, is this stuff new? This stuff looks new. So that's the look that I'm going for.
So would you call yourself a higher end store then?
On the sign it says upscale thrift store.
Okay, I'll ask the same question of you that I asked of Tori earlier. It's the 25th, 26th, 27th of September, and I walk in the store. What am I going to see?
Oh, we're going to have fun raffles, door prizes for everybody. I have a kitchen area that I use for my own items, and that area is going to have a lady selling cookies. Savvy D has beautiful frosted cookies, and I am super excited on Saturday. Dave Jones is a retired police officer, and he wrote a book series. The second one is called No Perfect Wife. The first one is Fox Valley Homicide. And I reached out to him on a whim. Like, I don't know him, but all of his books have a local interest. Like, when you're reading his book, it's like, yes, me and my wife went to the Harbor Bar for lunch. I'm like, oh my gosh, I know where that place is. So it's so neat, the references that he has in his books to this area. So I reached out to him on Facebook, just randomly saying, this guy is not even going to answer me. And I said, hey, I have this event coming up. It's the Harvest Holiday Shopping event. And it would be cool if you could come and bring your books and sign them in my store. And you know what he said? Yes, I would love to do that. I'm like, oh my gosh, this is fantastic. So he's coming that day. He's so well known in his area for book signing, but he's bringing his books to the store on that day for that. So that's my exciting thing for that weekend.
So you not only can shop, but you can buy a book and meet the author.
Meet the
That's
author.
Pretty cool.
Yep, he's a retired police officer.
All right, batting third in the lineup today is Crystal Poulos. Poulos. It's Crystal Poulos.
Yes.
From Burns Cheese, which is in Chilton and Green Bay, as I mentioned earlier. I have to ask you real quickly, the Green Bay store. How's that going, and when did you open it? And
Oh, we opened that back in April, right in time for the NFL draft. So the Green Bay store is going well. It's going even better as we get into Packer season. People that are traveling to Door County, they stop by, and we're just having a good time.
so you're a regional retailer. You have roots outside of Calumet County and in Brown County now too. From your perspective, does that help you in preparing for an event like this, as far as being able to attract shoppers to maybe what they're looking for to buy? Because you've got a very eclectic collection at your store as well. I've been in it numerous times, and great cheese, but there's a lot more than that there too. So you can maybe just talk to listeners a little bit about the experience, how that's going to help you guys prepare for this event.
For sure. So I think with our Green Bay store now kind of being linked with our Chilton store, it's really helped us get some of those relationships to be able to bring things from outside of Chilton into Chilton, right? So we've been able to talk to different breweries. We've been able to talk to different sauce companies. I mean, by all means, we are 100% focused on our local cheesemakers. You know, LeClaire, we're a huge fan, big partner with Clara. But we also focus on things like Goose caramel syrup. We have different craft items from local craft makers. We have different meats. We play well with Newski's. We have Maplewood meats in our Green Bay store, and we're starting to kind of look at bringing them towards Chilton. So it's really helped us expand our offerings, and we just really at Vern's like to kind of help promote Wisconsin and like get everybody, for lack of a better term, a taste of Wisconsin.
So you walk in the store, and the first thing I'm almost hit with is the fact there's ice cream in front of me. And
Yeah.
I mean, you know how cruel that is to a shopper to walk in and there's ice cream. Now I got to have ice cream. I can't shop.
Rick, it's also cruel if you work there and it's a Monday
Okay.
or it's the day after Labor Day and you're like, I need a 3-scoop like at my desk now. Like,
So in addition to the killer ice cream you guys
Yes.
sell there, what other things do you sell at the store here in Chilton?
so we also have a really good selection of Uncle Mike's Kringle. So if you need an Uncle Mike's fix, we have a really good selection of those Door County wines. Beer, if you need that to get through your Monday too. We have all the cheese, right? So we have, like we said, LeClaire, but we also have Crave Brothers and cheese you can't get. You know, Pleasant Ridge, Carr Valley, our own brand of cheese. A lot of cheese curds to pick from. We have honey, different local honeys. We have so much, Rick. We have
Pizza?
so much. Oh, we
Pizza.
do. We have
Yeah.
pizza.
Yeah.
I almost forgot one of my other favorite things. If I need lunch, we can throw pizza in.
Yeah.
So yes, we do have some local pizzas.
Okay. And if I walk in the store on those 3 days, what am I going to expect to see?
Well, you're going to have a ton of samples. So there's going to be all those fall-flavored cheeses, things like apple cinnamon cheddar, all the cranberry, anything pumpkin-flavored. At that ice cream station we're fond of, we're going to offer apple cider floats. So you can get 3 scoops of vanilla ice cream, and then we're partnering with Heritage Orchard.
I sense a theme before I sorry to interrupt you, but 3 scoops, everything's
Yeah.
3 scoops at Vern's. Is that how it works? Or?
Well, ever since I started in November, three
all
scoop
right.
minimum, Rick.
Okay. Sorry to interrupt you, but I just picked up on that.
Like, it's never too much ice cream.
Okay.
So we're going to partner with Heritage Orchard and use their cider for our apple cider floats. But what I'm most excited about that we have never done before at Vern's are the mystery bags. So you can come in and each bag will be worth $20 or more, but you're only going to pay $15 regardless of what's in it. And then in that mystery bag, we're going to have 3 different cheeses. It could be spicy. It could be just something unique like our chicken soup cheese, a personal favorite. It could be a classic. It could be Parmesan. It could be anything. And then with that purchase, there will be a gift bag that has a gift card in that you could win, but there will also be some gift bags with just assorted extra little sweet treats or whatever we kind of throw in there.
That sounds like a lot of fun. So $15 for $20 plus items.
Yep.
Pretty good deal. So listeners, now you have to stop at Vern's as well as all the other places we've talked about so far this morning. Next up, we're going to talk with Clara Hedrick from LeClaire Creamery and Pipe. And first of all, Clara, welcome to the show. I think is this, the 5th, 6th time you've been on the show? Clara's a regular because Clara is pretty much, she was referred to as the muse before. She pretty much is involved in just about everything in Calumet County, from county fair to you name it, she's involved. So having said that, can you maybe walk listeners through what is LeClaire Creamery?
LeClaire Creamery is an experience. When you step into the door, you're going to be welcomed, and we are sampling various cheeses. And what you're going to see is all the different cheeses that we make on site. And if it has the word Leclerc on, that means it is made with goat milk. And then if you look around the store, you're going to see that everything there complements our cheeses. We do host local wines, so I'm going to do a shout out to Ziegler Winery. Heritage Orchard has a wine made by Ziegler's Winery. So, kind of fun things like that. Some other Booth's chocolates I might mention. They have a toffee that they made with goat product. So a lot of opportunity there. And then if you look at our cafe menu, every item has a cheese in it because we really want you to experience the cheeses. And so that gives you a wonderful opportunity to do that. And plus, when you're looking at the cheese, you go, okay, I know, I can use it, I can eat it as is, but then what else can I do with it? And so this gives you that what else. Then as you go around the corner, you can look into our packaging room, watch the staff package up some of your favorite cheeses, zip up the steps, and you can look into the plant and see the Chev make. That's one of the fastest growing portions of our business. We have just come out with a lemon flavored Chev that is just amazing. And then, of course, our seasonal pumpkin Chev will be out here shortly. Back down the stairs into the viewing room, you can see baby goats. You can go outside and pet some of our folks that are hanging out either out on the silo or just outside in the pens. You can look into the barn. And don't forget the greenhouse. Wonderful experience in the greenhouse. So just a lot of opportunity. Our whole objective there is for that consumer to experience agriculture firsthand. And what's really nice is I will be on site, so if you have questions, I'm happy to answer those questions as we go through it. So just a lot of, and really our focus has always been the experience when you come there, so that you can walk away with understanding more about agriculture, more about our business.
So if we haven't done our job and converted all those non-shoppers out there into shoppers after what they've heard so far, it's pretty hard as a non-shopper to not want to go see Leclerc Creamery because there's so much more happening than just retail practices, right?
Correct. We do have farm-to-table dinners. You can sign up for a tour. That would be something that you would do in advance to coming. And during our event, September 25th through the 27th, in the greenhouse, our baby goats will be dressed up in their Goattoberfest attire. And that's going to be primarily from about 11 to 1 or 2, depending on how many of you come in see our babies. And then we will do some wine and cheese pairing events. So if you just take a look at our schedule on our website, that will give you an insight. And I think there's, and while the babies are hanging out in the greenhouse, I will be sampling out some cheese and wine also. And Saturday, and I should mention, we do have the iron art will be on exhibit all 3 days. So a wonderful chance to experience that art form. And then on Saturday, that is Goattoberfest. So if you have never experienced Goattoberfest, I really encourage you to stop out. We do have a Spanfarkel going on. We do have craft beers.
I have to interrupt you for a second.
Oh, yes.
For those non-schooled in the wonderful, great eatery and edible styles in Wisconsin, what is a Spanfarkel?
That is going to be a young hog that has been roasted. Eden Meat Market does that for us, and then it is basically a pulled pork sandwich. And Jesse has just a wonderful meal pulled together for you. So it's well worth your time. Folks many times just stop out for that. And then early in the morning, if your children have extra energy, not that any child ever does, we have a kid fun run. So they're going to run around the greenhouse and they'll end up coming through the barn. We're going to have a kiddie tractor pull. We're going to have some games on the green space. And don't forget goat yoga. So the baby goats will be out there for you to experience the goat yoga event. So just a lot of different kinds of things that will be available for our for folks for experiences,
I
because
think-
that's really what it's all about.
I think we need to get Rick to do a goat yoga class. I took one like 3 years ago, and I can tell you that there is no yoga done.
It's
Oh
all-
yes, we keep people on task. Our baby
There
goats,
was
make sure.
absolutely no yoga being done here.
Listeners, you'll have to pay attention to future episodes. You never know.
It was goats everywhere. It was
And-
fantastic.
And our what's really nice is our adult goats many times will come and supervise. They will look through the fence and see what you are doing. So they add that little background staging, shall we say.
Okay, now I've heard all these things, and I'm not doing anything right now other than just standing here talking, but I'm working up an appetite hearing about all these things, and I'm going to be tired, and I'm going to want to sit back and kick back and relax someplace. And immediately I think of Schumacher Shanty. Jim and Jody, the proprietors here, owners of Schumacher Shanty, what kind of things are you looking to do and have prepared for visitors on September 25th, 26th, and 27th?
Well, like usual, we'll be offering our stone-fired pizza, gourmet pizzas. We have, I believe, 13 different specialty pizzas as well as build your own. We have handmade sandwiches, and we have wraps as well as appetizers. So we'll be offering specials those 3 days. On Thursday, it'll be a bacon and chicken sandwich, which is not on our regular menu, and a loaded nachos, which is also not on our regular menu. So that's the only day you'll be able to get that. And then on Friday and Saturday, we'll be offering, when you buy either a sandwich or a pizza, you'll have the option of getting your second beverage for free.
Sounds good. And Jim, your establishment here is just, I don't know how to describe it. I feel like I'm in the mountains with all the natural woods. And how would you describe your establishment, what it looks like on the inside?
It's got a warm, comfortable, inviting atmosphere. Come on in for good conversation, great food. If the weather permits, enjoy our deck.
Is it something that you've worked a long time at doing and putting this together, or is it something that when you first started, or have you done changes and added things? Because the reason why I asked that question is, Jim, is I'm looking at, last time I was here, I did not see this Christmas tree right in the middle of the dinner area. And I don't know if it's a Christmas tree, though, because I see a lot of red, white, and blue.
It's a holiday tree.
Holiday tree.
Yeah, and this was interesting because the wife likes her holidays. Saves me work. I don't have to take the tree up and down. The lights are remote control.
Okay.
And we just change the decor on it, whatever holiday permits. Next will be Halloween.
Okay. All right. And then I also see that you still have some supply of sturgeon season apparel. Will that be available on
Yep.
the sale days as well?
Yes. Yep.
Okay. So if you're looking for that sturgeon spearing hoodie, this is
There
the
you
place
go.
to come and get it, right?
Yep, for sure. Okay. Absolutely.
Well, thanks for opening up your establishment for us today. And listeners, I appreciate you taking the time to listen in. I want to thank everyone that's participated today in the taping of the Travel Calumet Original Podcast. And listeners, make sure to come back to Calumet County and beyond on September 25th through the 27th and enjoy the harvest to holiday shopping season. Also, listeners, I want to just give opportunity one more time to just give everybody a chance to say one more thing if they'd like. So, Craig, do you have something you'd want to just mention?
Yeah, just real quickly. So there are a lot of components to this brand new season, it's Harvest to Holiday shopping season. We've created this in an effort to take local shopping to its next level, right? We're here to give the local shops and businesses and restaurants and taverns a little extra oomph. And since there are a lot of moving components, we would just really be grateful if folks would go to our website. Super easy to get there. It's fdl.com. FDL, like Fond du Lac. FDL.com. At the top of the landing page, it has shopping events. You just click on that button. That'll take you to the interior of the website, and it will narrate all of the stuff that's going on in all three communities. Of course, first up is Lake Winnebago's East Shore, and like every year, they are bringing it. Eventually we want to get tourists from all over the Midwest to come here, but right now we're focusing our efforts on the Fox Cities area, obviously Fond du Lac and Waupun. We want locals to come out and support fellow locals. And you can get all of your Christmas shopping done in one fell swoop and just have a riot while you're at it.
Sounds great. And Liz, anything that you want to add?
I would love to add just something. You had mentioned the road closures. And so one of the things that we are bringing back this year is the passport. That's going to have all the specials from all the businesses, and those specials will also be found on FDL.com. But on that passport and on our website, we're going to have a map with some detours. The detours will be on there. And I've been scouting out Calumet County for the last couple weeks, trying to find some different roads to get to different places. So those will also be highlighted on the passport. And then, so each business will also have copies of the passport and the bingo card. So just get out to all those businesses and you'll be able to find those soon on FDL.com. We also have a Facebook page which has all the information. It is Harvest to Holiday East Shore Edition, so make sure to get on there. And let's share that Facebook page as much as we can. They can also pick up passports and bingo cards at our office at 23 South Main Street in Fond du Lac.
I just want to thank the Lake Winnebago region for including us in their events, because even though you're based in Fond du Lac, we're all the way in Chilton, so we really appreciate that you're willing to come so far north and east to include us. We really appreciate that.
Well, we are honored by your thank you. And we thank you for the thank you.
And I would like to really thank our local customers that have supported us through the years and support us year-round, although we're focusing a shopping event. If you've never been to LeClaire or to any of these other businesses, we're hosting a special event to welcome you in, but any day is a shopping day in our area.
Wonderful. Again, thank you everybody for participating. I really appreciate it. And for everyone, again, the dates are September 25th, 26th, and 27th here in Calumet County and in Fond du Lac County. There's just going to be a wonderful opportunity to get a lot of your holiday shopping done at the Harvest to Holiday Shopping Season event. So remember, shop, sip, and savor. Come on out and enjoy the times here in Calumet County. So thank you again, everyone that participated. And listeners, I just want to make sure that you check out the other 60 episodes of the Travel Calumet Original Podcast. You can do that by clicking on the microphone on the homepage of travelcalumet.com. And if you liked what you heard today or on previous episodes, please help us spread the word by inviting your friends to listen to the Travel Calumet Original Podcast. Help us share the news of all the great things to see and do here in Calumet County, like the Harvest to Holiday Shopping Season event taking place September 25th through the 27th. Thank you for listening, and until next time.